So there's this couple. They own a business together, which, of course, is very stressful even if you're not married and have to spend the rest of your hours together. But they own a business together and they're struggling in that business. The woman, or Venusian, in this story, which is a true story, is stressed out often, as anyone would be. So is the Martian. The Venusian, however, expresses that stress in moments of anxiety attacks or breakdowns where she cries and she needs comfort. And the Martian, the man in this story, offers that comfort because, of course, they're in this together and it's extremely stressful right now. There's a lot of pressure on them both to survive in business, never mind even thrive and build their future together. So, of course, he understands that that stress builds up and needs to be released. He's there, he's comforting her, he's empathetic, and they get through it. Years later, they're prosperous. The business has done great. The Venusian in this relationship, however, still breaks down, still cries, still requires empathy and comfort from the Martian. And the Martian is thinking, why are you still breaking down all the time? Our life is good. Like, we got plenty of money, we've got a great family, we're very privileged, we enjoy a lot of prosperity. We enjoy a lot of prosperity. And he found it hard to have much empathy for her when she was breaking down like this because in his mind, their life was pretty good and pretty easy at this point. But what he didn't understand is that Venusians are waves. Their inner emotional core moves in a wave-like motion, no matter the circumstances of their life. And these waves are going to go up and they're going to crest and everything will be amazing. She's full of joy and life and optimism. And that wave is going to go down and she's going to be depressed and she's going to be anxious and she's going to want to cry and she's going to want empathy and comfort from her partner. And these waves, they can be influenced by the circumstances of life, but these waves are going to happen no matter what the weather is. The weather might make the waves bigger or smaller, more dramatic or less dramatic, but the waves in the ocean are going to happen. Now, when a man, thinks that a wave's crash isn't justified because the circumstances in life aren't that bad, his instinctual response is to try to rationalize away the crash of that wave. It's to try to put a stop to that wave crashing. Hey, you don't have to crash, baby. Life is actually pretty good. I'm sure Joanne at work didn't really mean it in a mean way when she said that thing. I'm sure yada yada yada. You're gonna try to stop the wave if you're a Martian acting on stupid, dumb Martian instincts. That's why John Gray teaches us in the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which I'm pulling a lot of this knowledge from and have applied a lot of this knowledge to my own life, my own relationship. That's why he teaches us, and that's why I'm teaching you, whoever happens to be watching this video, if anyone's watching this video. Because our instincts are incorrect with Venusians. It might work with a Martian. If a Martian realizes, like, oh, that thing I was sad about, it's actually not what I thought it was. Great, emotion is solved. The sadness is gone. Like, oh, I didn't actually realize I got an A on that test. I thought I got a D and I was all bent out of shape about it. But now I got my score back. I got an A. I feel great now. Venusians don't work like this. Venusian gets the test back. She's got an A. Starts crying even harder because she still feels dumb. Because the feeling of dreading that D- on the test brought back to her all the memories of the times she failed in life or felt stupid or was made fun of. And she doesn't feel better just because the reality is that the thing that triggered that emotion turns out not to be true. She actually did well on the test. She still needs to experience the crash of that wave. And the more the Martian tries to stop the wave crashing, the more prolonged it gets. The crash has to happen. If it's not going to happen now, it's going to come later and it's going to come harder. So you might as well embrace it, allow it to happen, offer empathy, offer comfort. Don't try to rationalize away her feelings. Surf that wave, keep your cool, and allow her to crash. Hug her, rub her back, say empathetic phrases that you really mean. And don't try to fix it, don't try to rationalize it away. And once the wave has crashed, she'll breathe a sigh of relief. She'll say thank you so much for being there for me, and she'll start to feel better, and the waters will start to rise, and the wave will crest at some point soon. And the waters may even remain high for days or weeks, but then a crash is going to come again. And when that crash comes, you must embrace it. You must surf the wave, my son. Do not try to stop the wave. Surf the wave. To a Martian, this makes no sense. Why feel bad if you can feel good? There's no reason to feel bad. There's no rational reason to feel bad. Why would I want to feel bad when I can just choose to feel good and focus on the positive in life? Where is the next T? Where am I going? Well, is that it? That is not how the Venusian mind works. You must understand that she is of a different species than you. This is how things work on Venus. And here on Earth, the Venusians still live their Venusian ways, and the Martians, we still live our Martian ways, and we struggle to understand each other and support each other. And this, if you can understand this, will help you immensely in your relationship, as it has helped me and my lady in ours. If you want to talk about how great things actually are, or all the ways in which she could solve her problems, or you can help her solve her problems, save that for after the sigh of relief, after the full crash of the wave, after the waters have started to rise again and she's feeling better. When the wave is crashing, she is not in a place to hear those things. You are speaking to a force of nature. You must surf the wave. Here's a short quiz for the Martians in the audience. Your Venusian comes home, she's upset. She tells you that she got into a conversation with her mother, and her mother said something that was really mean, she didn't like, and that it's really upset her, and she's telling you about her feelings. What do you do? A, tell her that you're sure her mother didn't really mean it that way, and that if you talk it out some more, that you're sure that it can be resolved. B, give her strategies for working out this conflict with her mother that you just learned from this podcast you listened to last week. C, tell her that you'll give her mother a call and you'll work it out for her. D, shut the hell up, give her a hug, tell her you love her, and ask her to tell you all about it. Pause the video and think about it for as long as you need to. The answer is D. Despite the answer being D, and despite me knowing that the answer is D, I still mess up with frequency, but not as often as I used to. That's what it's all about, right? Getting better.